Republicans are calling it another Obama power grab. The Environmental Protection Agency is cracking down on pollution by broadening restrictions previously put in place by the Clean Water Act. The EPA says it's a necessary step to promote clean drinking water. Critics say it is just another example of government overreach. Paul Strand brings us that story now from Washington.
The new Environmental Protection Agency regulations deal with streams and wetlands. The administration says the rules will protect the drinking water of 117 million Americans. With these new rules, the EPA says it hopes to clear up any misunderstandings left behind by what the Supreme Court's ruled on the Clean Water Act. But the new regulations have met with quite a bit of pushback from Republicans. Nick Loris, who specializes in energy and the environment at the Heritage Foundation, says the move is more about attacking private property rights.
You could see farmers, you could see home builders, you could see private property owners, all effectively paying, tens of thousands of dollars in permit requirements, in having their land taken from them by the Environmental Protection Agencies. House Speaker John Boehner took a similar position, saying the administration's decree to unilaterally expand federal authority is a raw and tyrannical power grab that will crush jobs. These leaders know firsthand that the rule is being shoved down the throats of hardworking people with no input and places landowners, small businesses, farmers, and manufacturers on the road to a regulatory and economic hell. Some farmers say it will be bad for business, as critics warn the government will now have oversight of every puddle, stream, and lake on their land. CBN News reached out to the EPA for a statement on how the rules will affect farmers. They referred us to a past statement that says, the agency's intent is to protect clean water without getting in the way of farming and ranching. Normal farming and ranching, including planting, harvesting, and moving livestock, have always been exempt from Clean Water Act regulation, and our proposal doesn't change that. Some environmentalists say the new guidelines will be the biggest victory for clean water in a decade. But some Republicans in Congress say they will fight tooth and nail to see the regulations overturned. Congress is very focused on stopping the EPA's land grab. They've already introduced an amendment to an appropriations bill that the administration said they would veto.
Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.
Oklahoma Republican Senator James Inhofe, the chairman of the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee, says Obama and the EPA are, quote, aggressively pushing an extreme and costly regulatory agenda and that it will hurt the economy and the lives of everyday Americans. He says his committee will look at legislation to take aim at EPA regulations.